aliens made their presence known to the world in 2006.
Narration. And while various people have successfully parodied the Galadriel narration trope, this is parody because it isn't remotely funny or clever. Anybody else feel like this helmet's design is a bit too close to the helmet design in Doom?
We're 3 minutes behind schedule. We need to move.
You're a real people person, aren't you?
I'm sorry, is this a counter-terrorist operation or a Saints Flow shoot?
The game perpetuates the myth that all people born in Great Britain have something lodged in their anal passage. Instead of, I don't know, shooting, this moron just sits there in the truck until he gets shot. The driver is dead, yet the truck stops right in the nick of time. Writers figure, instead of hiring someone who speaks Arabic to translate some thug dialogue, let's just have them grunt. Isn't that hilarious? Well, we've got news for you, mate. It isn't. It's just lazy, and racist.
I'll do what I can, but...
This massive explosion barely does any damage.
This way, people.
The our way gets destroyed, but there's another totally convenient way out cliche. The notion of hanging onto a nuke is ridiculous, even for a saint.
You couldn't resist, could you?
Jesus, not you too.
His name's not Jesus, mate. Keith David's the only one to receive a digital double.
I'm your #1 fan!
He's a discount Andy Samberg.
Hello, humans.
We interrupt Saints Row 4 to bring you the British aliens of Doctor Who.
Say goodbye!
Now that it's convenient for the plot, it takes less than a second for Zeniac to dematerialize.
Hey, whoa! What? Goodness me! What a dream!
We interrupt Saints Row 4 to bring you Fallout. Doesn't matter how many bites you take out of this pile of flapjacks, it will always remain the same size. And why is he having such a hard time chewing them? Are they covered in molasses?
Oh my stars, it's the president!
Hi, how are... What the f***?
We don't use that kind of language here in Steelport.
Zeniac makes everyone face their worst fear. So is his a fear of order or white people? Kinsie says later that it's order, but we're not so sure.
The place you're in isn't real. Whatever it's having you do, you need to stop.
Didn't he already stop what they were having him do by swearing and driving away? I find it hard to believe that Zeniac would give him a gun in the simulation. So where'd he get it?
I just patched myself into your simulation and projecting my voice through the audio system.
If Kinsie is projecting her voice to the audio system, then Zeniac should be able to hear her. Conveniently for the plot, he doesn't.
Look, lady, we doing this in my time.
No, you're not.
I guess showing a man's butt is just too far for the progressive pushing the boundary Saints Row.
You're a f***ing monster.
The shouting that the evil villain is a monster after he does something horrific cliche.
Don't act surprised. I told you this would happen.
Later in the game, Kinsie says that Zeniac doesn't know our current location, yet he's somehow able to contact us via video chat. The line here between paying homage to Tron and ripping it off is pretty blurred.
What's happening?
You're entering the time vortex without a capsule.
Before you, I place a choice. Walk through the blue door.
We've got no problem with pop culture references. Hell, we like Deadpool and that's full of them. But in Saints Row 4, it feels like the writers just failed creatively and ripped a bunch of stuff off.
This is the moment where you can prove to be the savior of humanity, or its absolute destroyer.
Leave it up to an American game development company to make their president the most powerful man in the world.
Regardless of what I have done to your world, you were its greatest threat. The evidence is irrefutable.
But you blew the world up, mate. There, I've refuted it. This game rips off Power Armor from the Fallout series.
It's Power Armor.
The studio is too lazy to come up with a unique name for the armor that they ripped off of the Fallout series. Devs don't show a man's butt, but they do show women's breasts.
This will be much different than any other weapon you're used to.
Fake British accent is fake. At least it sounds fake to us. He's a discount Wheatley. Okay, we're gonna say it. This game isn't boundary pushing, clever or progressive. It's just sexist.
Oh, fuck me.
I'd love to, Shaundi, but this is neither the time nor the place.
Will somebody tell me what's going on here?
The writers unintentionally voiced the thought going through the heads of thousands of gamers. She's immediately killed by a bullet wound to the chest. And yes, this is a simulation, so perhaps we'll remove a sin? Nope, we'll keep the sin, because it's a shit simulation. Not that it simulates shit, per se. It's just a bad one. Moving on.
In order to save Johnny, we have to tap directly from our ship into his mind, and that means Zeniac's going to know exactly where we are. You're asking Matt and I to paint a target on humanity's last chance so that you can go rescue someone we've never even met. And what's even stupider is that we're going along with it.
Why even mention how bad of an idea this is if you planned on doing it anyway?
Aisha, behind you! Johnny!
This ain't clever. This is just annoying.
You're telling me he abducted you years before his invasion, Because he thought you single-handedly could stop him?
Yeah.
Anybody care to explain why we don't put Johnny in charge of killing Zinyak right now? Welcome to Saints Row, the apotheosis of the 3-minute culture.
They kidnapped Keith David?
And left us sleeping so we get picked up by Zinyak.
I feel like I've encountered this plot device before. Oh, right, in The Matrix. Is there anything truly original in this game?
Dante said that the lowest circle of hell was reserved for betrayers. But it's important to remember that it's the storyteller who decides who the hero is, not morality.
Saints Row 4 tries at philosophy and fails. At the end of the cutscene, we were surrounded. Now we're not. I know we can't always have perfect seamlessness between cutscene and gameplay, but can't we try for an iota of continuity? Even though we've been defeating Zinyak's goons throughout the whole game, we suddenly can't take 2 of them.
DJ Matt Miller! Yeah, man! You see what I just did right there?
Nope, I don't think anybody saw what you did there, mate. The devs looped this 30-second track for the duration of the battle. Guess it was too much work to make a longer version.
You don't tell anyone what you saw. Do you understand me?
What, the dancing? Have we suddenly been thrust into the world of Footloose?
This isn't about hope, or faith, or even about winning. Kinsey's right. Those things died on Earth. This is about will.
Any good reason why faith, hope, and winning died on Earth but will didn't? Saints Row tries again at philosophy and fails. Fails badly.
Alright, player, this is it.
As if they suddenly earned the right to be meta, the writers decide it's time to start addressing the player directly, calling out a sin of omission. Nowhere in this game did they play When the Saints Go Marching In, this 5-minute dance party at the end. Thank you for watching today's video. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe, like, comment. Follow us on Twitter, so that way we can let you know when we're coming out with a new video. Like us on Facebook and Google+. Also, if you haven't already, check out my book. Have a great day.
I must break you.
You want me to leave a message?
I felt a great disturbance in the force, as if millions of voices suddenly cried out in terror and were suddenly silenced.
Kinsie, is Shaundi okay?
I don't know. It's like she's...
Hey, we gotta go!
There's too many of them.
There's a helicopter on a nearby roof! Get to the chopper!